Okay, so today I'm going to talk about a technique that I've adapted from the book Traction by Gino Wickman, where he talks about the get it, want it, and capacity to do it chart. And we've adapted this for our needs of working with small teams and with virtual assistants. And the idea here is that you're going to basically create a chart of everything you're doing in business and find out, are your employees up for it? Do they want to learn about it? Do they want to do it? Or do they just hate it? Doing this will increase the rapport you have with your team instantly. It will also increase your productivity of your existing team and make sure you're getting the most out of them. So to do this is really quite simple. We create a spreadsheet, and on that spreadsheet, in the first column, we list down all the activities that go on in our business. Now, these could be sales, marketing, operations. So for example, we have all of our products on there. So our recruitment products, our systems products. We also have like content repurposing, content production, about social media. We have advertising in there, all the different channels. So we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So basically everything that we do in our business on a day-to-day basis, we list down in one column on the left-hand side. Then in the next columns, we have, do you want it and do you know it? And we actually break that down a little bit further. So we say, do you know it well? Do you know it a bit? Or have you got no idea how to do it? And then do you say, do you want it? Are you okay with it? Or do you hate it? And what we're trying to do is to find the activities in our business that our existing team or our new team as they're coming in, what they actually already know something about, or what areas they actually would quite like to learn about, so we could create a professional development plan around them learning it if there's something they really want. And also, what is it that they know well enough to actually instantly get going with something and actually add value to the company. So this does two things. One, it makes sure that you are getting your existing team or getting the most out of your existing team because you are finding out all the stuff that they are already good at. And you may think you know that because you've gone through a recruitment process or you've hired them for a specific role. But you may find or may be surprised that actually the person you hired to maybe be an admin person happens to have an interest in graphic design and has spent the past 4 years, in graphic design college or doing website design for people. But they just needed a job. So they applied for the job that you've actually advertised, but they've also got this hidden skill set that you can tap into and use and maybe actually save you having to hire someone different in the future and keep those and keep that one person on in a role they're really good at, they're interested in, and add value to your company without having to go and find somebody else. And it also gives you or your team the opportunity to say the stuff they really don't like doing. So maybe you've actually hired them for a role, but there's certain aspects of that role that they actually really don't like. And maybe over time you can move them away from those particular roles that they really don't enjoy. And this is, there's two real bonuses to this. One is, when people do stuff they enjoy doing, that they know well, they don't procrastinate, they don't drag their heels, they just get on and do it. They do it more quickly because they know it well. They're more passionate about it because they actually enjoy it and want to actually learn more about it. And they'll go out of their way to make sure they actually improve their skill set in that area because it's something that they're interested in developing themselves into in the future as well. And so it also shows your employee that you care, that you actually they aren't just a tool to you, that you are interested in finding out what it is that makes them tick, what it is that makes, will make their day a better day, make them happier in their working life by actually thinking, okay, or asking them, what is it that you do like doing? What is it you don't like doing? And then crafting a job role for that person. Because if they're good, if you find somebody good, you want to fit them into the perfect role so they become the super productive and super happy so they stick around for the long term. Because finding new people, training them up, that is a massive, massive drain on resources for any company and an expense, both in time but also in the cost of actually hiring somebody as well. So if you find good people, get them into a role they love doing, they'll stay around for longer, they'll be more productive. So it's a total win-win for both sides. And that's it, really. This is something that we do when people join the company. We also do it periodically, so maybe every 6 months or every 12 months, definitely. And we basically get people to put their thoughts down about all the stuff that we're doing in our company. We say, just to repeat myself really, but do they know it well? Do they know it a bit? Or they have no idea how to do it? And do they want it? Or are they okay with doing it? Or do they really hate it? And we score them. Basically, they get 2 points for if they know it well and 2 points if they really want it. And then they get 0 points if they don't know it and 0 points if they hate it. So the minimum score people get is a 0 and the highest score people get is a 4. And then we're basically looking to try to fit people so that there is as many of those categories or as many of those tasks or those activities that they score a 4 on, and as little as possible that they're scoring a 0 on because they either hate it or they have no idea how to do it. It may be something they want to do, and therefore we can train them up if they want to. Then if they want it, they would score a 2. So hopefully that makes sense. So highest scores are 4, lowest scores are 0. We're trying to basically get everybody to be working on level 4 tasks in the company because it just makes everything happier and easier. And that's it. So really simple but effective way of finding out what it is your team would love to do in your company, what they're great at, and it makes everybody, or it makes their lives happier, it makes your life easier, and therefore it's something that I highly recommend you have a go at and do if you don't already do so.